Good morning and welcome to another episode of Naija News series. Please kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Safety and security is everyone's responsibility. Everyone needs to know what is going on around them and their environment, that they are empowered to speak up if there is an issue. We cannot solely rely only on our security personnel to achieve the national security objectives. It has to be everyone's responsibility. The security of a nation is always one of the top priorities of any government, as there are many threats a nation can face from intrinsic and extrinsic factors. Reacting to the security and intelligence report by the US, Canada, and United Kingdom, the Department of State Services, DSS, arrested two terror suspects. Two terror suspects have been arrested by the Department of State Services operatives who stormed the Trademore Estate in the Lube area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Monday. The security operatives were said to have shot the entrance and exit gates of the estate while the operation lasted. Our correspondent gathered that the two suspects, said to be siblings, were taken into custody on an allegation of terrorism. This happened less than 24 hours after the United States and the United Kingdom warned of a possible terror attack in Abuja, especially targeted at government buildings, places of worship, and schools, among others. Following this development, the US government has authorized the departure of its non-essential employees and their families from Nigeria. The US State Department announced this in its updated Nigeria travel advisory on Tuesday evening. Residents of Trademore Estate, who spoke to our correspondent on Wednesday, claimed the operation was carried out by the DSS and some foreign security operatives. Speaking on the condition of anonymity, a resident disclosed that residents of the estate were practically held hostage during the operation. He stated, "We were in our houses when our estate was locked up. They did not allow us to go out, and they didn't allow people to come in. Those that came for the operations were DSS and some American soldiers. What I heard was that they were looking for some suspected terrorists. When they finished what they were doing, all we saw was that they drove away with some people from the estate." Also, a message on the estate WhatsApp platform, cited on Wednesday by one of our correspondents, urged residents to be vigilant and ensure they know their neighbors. It partly reads, "It is no longer news that there was a high-powered sting operation in Phase 3 this afternoon, culminating in the complete shutdown of our estate. A combination of the American Army and our DSS team were responsible. We are unable to give full details of the reasons behind the operation. However, we can confirm that there was an allegation of terrorist activities. It is therefore desperately incumbent on every resident to remain vigilant, know your neighbors, and report any suspicious movement, persons, or activities to the HESCO, street reps, or the police. We will continue to do our utmost best to keep the estate safe for us all. Everyone is responsible for security, and there should be no iota of abdication of this responsibility." When contacted, the chairman of the estate, Adewale Adenaike, confirmed the security operation but declined further comments. He said, "I can confirm to you that DSS personnel and foreign soldiers visited our estate. You can contact them to get the details of what happened. Let me, however, use this medium to urge residents to be calm and vigilant. The rumors of a planned attack on the estate are not true." Calls to the DSS spokesperson, Peter Afunanya, were not answered. He has yet to respond to our text message sent to him on the matter. First spokesperson Olumuyiwa Adejobi told one of our correspondents that all diplomatic corps in Nigeria are protected by the police, and operatives also protect the embassies. In fact, before now, we have deployed armored personnel carriers to protect the US Embassy and others. Interestingly, the embassies are strategically located in the diplomatic drive and well fortified. Meanwhile, the US, in an advisory on Tuesday, said on October 25, 2022, the department authorized the departure of non-emergency US government employees and family members due to the heightened risk of terrorist attack. The US Embassy Abuja continues to have limited ability to provide emergency assistance to US citizens in Nigeria. The US Consulate in Lagos is providing all routine and emergency services to US citizens in Nigeria. Despite the security concerns, schools in Abuja have not been shut down. The Publicity Secretary of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Paul Edo, has confirmed. It was learned that some parents had requested the immediate closure of schools in Abuja until the situation was brought under control. However, Edo explained, schools have not been closed down except for schools within areas like Buhari, not all schools, but schools in the hinterland. But the federal government has been able to see how to curtail that, and the employment of local vigilante groups has also helped in stamping out the situation. Private schools within that area are always living in fear. Public schools are more prone to attack. The security beef up around the schools in Abuja is at zero level. I can boldly tell you that you will hardly see security patrol in some local areas. Given the current security situation and the foreign embassy's declaration, or perhaps order, it has adversely affected private schools within the Abuja environs. Now, some staff of these embassies have withdrawn their children from the top big schools in Abuja here, he disclosed. Meanwhile, the federal government on Wednesday said citizens and non-citizens alike are safe in Nigeria. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, stated this in response to questions from correspondents on the security advisories at the presidential villa. Mohammed said, "Now, of course, this so-called travel advisory, as far as we are concerned as a government, we have in the last few months taken firm handle on security. But I want to reassure citizens, non-Nigerians and Nigerians living in the country that security agencies are on top of this matter. Of course, the terrorists would not stop to try to embarrass or intimidate the government. But what I'm saying is that this country is safe and there is no cause for alarm. No panic." Thanks guys for tuning in. Until next time, bye.